Y'all, listen. An argument between a substitute teacher and a student turned physical after the teacher confiscated the child's phone. The student allegedly tried to snatch the phone out of the teacher's hand, which led to the fight. The white student used racial slurs against the black substitute teacher, leading to the fight. So far, no charges have been filed. Q, I mean, this is all you right here. We all know you're not opposed to fighting kids. What do you think about this?
Well, first order of business, I hope that thing was fresh while she had it tooted and booted all up in the air in the classroom, number one. Number two, I think we need to revisit the dress code for our substitute teachers. Number three, her ass too goddamn big to have on a thong in front of all them goddamn kids, knowing she might have to come to work and fight. And number four, yes, she had every right to whoop that child ass. Let me tell y'all something. The average pay for a substitute teacher in the United States is $80 to $100 a day. All right. That is not enough money. Even if you substitute every day of the week, you making $2,000, 5, 10, 50, 20. You making $2,000 a month after taxes. You probably bring home something like 14. You can't even pay rent being a damn substitute teacher. With what they're paying, and they have to put up with this. And I'm gonna tell y'all something. I don't feel bad for this little girl. I don't want to hear shit about that's a child and she should have known better. You secondhand parents need to do better raising y'all second-rate ass children. When I was in school, there would have been no day on this planet that I would have thought to have cursed at an adult and or raised my hand to an adult. And in my high school, the substitutes, the security guards, and the teachers, they fought us, okay, without fear of us calling our parents. Them football coaches used to jack our asses up all the damn time, and they kept their job until retirement. Raise your children better, and you don't have to worry about this type of thing happening.
And my bad, I misspoke. It wasn't a white and black thing. They're both black. So right. I don't want to make it a racial thing when it's not. So I want to correct myself on the spot. Back in my day, a teacher would pinch you hard as hell.
Right.
They didn't let you get that off. Al, what you think about this badass kid, this teacher?
Listen, you guys know of the 100,000 jobs that I've had. I've been in the classroom with kids, and these kids are, and I've said it before on the show, these kids are just outrageous. They have no boundaries. Do you see that little girl was getting ready to hit that teacher? That teacher blocked that hit and went straight in and tackled that little girl. I was here for it because, look, I don't advocate beating kids, but I do advocate self-defense. And that teacher right there needed to defend herself. And the other part of this conversation that people are not talking about is you got to also think about, as a teacher, if you let that kid beat you up in front of 20 other kids, you lose all control of your classroom. And that you don't want to happen if you have to teach them for the rest of the year, because it becomes futile, right? It just becomes a horrible situation, and you no longer have control of your classroom. I stand in support of that substitute teacher for doing what she had to do, because there's no way that little girl would have beat me in front of my classroom like that.
And can I just point out the fact that the Republican Party thinks the solution to all the gun violence and the school shootings is to arm teachers? Can you imagine a substitute teacher that maybe isn't wrapped too tight, or maybe sick of being beat up by students, or just kind of like went too far, knowing that that teacher is strapped? This can go wrong so many ways, because this is becoming more and more common with teachers, like students trying to boss up.
Or if the student gets the hold of the gun.
Yeah, can you imagine?
You know, and I want to add this, and I know this is going to sound cold and sensitive, and I know I'm going to get a lot of pushback from this, but if you're in college right now and you're majoring in education to go become a teacher, you might want to second guess that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know we need teachers and it's important, but quite frankly, with where society is going, you would be a damn fool to go be an educator right now. We already know that the pay is not that great in most places in the country. We already know that the kids are bad and the parents are underpinning the children's behavior. Why would you voluntarily walk into this situation? I'm just telling y'all what I would tell my nieces and nephews right now. If they told me, Uncle Quentin, I was at this school and I'm majoring in education, I would strongly persuade them to do something else.
Like for what? I have a relative that taught junior high, in my junior high. This is going back like 30 some years. She tried to break up a fight in school. She was injured so bad. She's been hooked on painkillers her whole life ever since that. She had to retire, and she has been hooked on pain meds from a severe back injury from breaking up. Well, at first it was because of that. Then after that, it was probably because it was kind of fun.
I was about to say that. Don't blame the kids. Now, we can't blame the kids because mama like that See, we
The
can't.
first few years it was the kids. The last 30 years is her.
She like that part. We can't blame the kids.
Yes, she does. And till this day, she don't know what the hell's going on. She's always like that. But it started with them kids.